Purples, yellows, and greens, acrylic on canvas. The sharing of laughter and ideas and experience, all of this because of art.
In France, in those cafes, everybody admires the artistic situation, the environment, so that in Paris you had a cafe and there's Modigliani, there's Toulouse-Lautrec, there's Picasso. And then you can say Picasso was a worse drawer than Modigliani is, and Modigliani was a worse painter than Toulouse-Lautrec, but Toulouse-Lautrec was an awesome graphic designer, stuff like that. It's totally irrelevant. But what you do is you inspire each other.
This obviously isn't a cafe in France. We're in the home of Nanaimo artist Carla Stein. And if good art is as much about being genuine and an instigator of conversation in society about the things that are relevant to the era, then maybe instead of cafe sessions, artists of the future will talk about the type of mentorship that is happening right here.
A couple of people can understand what I'm saying, then am I defeating my purpose?
Carla is working on a series called One Planet, One Moment, One Chance that explores a new universal mytho-paradigm. She's using her art to get us to think in a different way.
Instead of, the paintings that, maybe happened a few centuries ago where, you had, giant pictures of people and, little tiny, maybe add-ons of, there's a little bit of grass and a few trees in the background. In the Renaissance, humanity was central to their perception of the world.
Drawing on the writings of Thomas Berry and Joseph Campbell, Carla's work strives to change the paradigm that humans exist separately from the rest of the planet. After a career as a mental health and addictions counselor, she is putting more energy into her art. She has a diploma in fine arts, earned before her master's in education and bachelor's in psychology. She's working with mentor and fellow artist Robert Plant to help align her technical skills with her intellectual and conceptual abilities.
My ultimate goal were two things. First of all, and that was the easiest part, because she's skilled and she's talented, is to bring those skills together. That's point one. And the second thing is, a lot of artists don't practice their art as a being, so they are somebody else. She was in psychology and jobs like that, so that's what you are for 20, 30 years. You're married to somebody who maybe is not that interested as being an artist. You have kids you have to raise. You live in places like Regina where art is less important.
The white won't be there, but it'll be there in paint.
Yeah, in paint.
Yes, as human beings, we're not really that much more different than the snail or the amoeba or the jellyfish, and you'll see a lot of jellyfish in my work. And so that's what I'm trying to make that connection, that, as human beings, we need to recognize and re-examine what our place in this world is.
Carla says that things are beginning to change and shift, that as a society we are becoming more aware of our connection to the earth and what we do to it and on it, and that will have consequences. She says that even if just one person shifts their thinking after experiencing her work, she has been successful. In Nanaimo, I'm Kate Bergen.
Birth.